Yo guys, what is up? We're back finally with game 3. As far as uploading, this should be right after each other, so it actually won't be that much of a distance for you, but for me it actually been quite some time since I recorded this. I think it was like sometime earlier yesterday, I think. So forgive me if I'm a little off on what I'm doing right now, because the distance is just gonna throw me off. But anyways, in case you weren't watching the previous episodes or kind of coming in and out right now randomly, what we have here is game 3 of Marine King Prime versus MVP DongRaeGu, which we see, or this game being from the MLG Winter Finals 2012. It's pretty much last year. I know, late, but it's such a game. I really wanted to cast it. Has one of my favorite players, Marine King versus DongRaeGu, quite an unusual Zerg player, which I told you in the last cast. He's known for quite a bit different style, at least for Zerg play, that is. And these past two games, we've seen quite some interesting plays going on. I believe when I left it off, it was 1-to-1. Let me think about that. Yes, it was 1-to-1. So definitely working out to be a very interesting game. We'll see. Usually with these types of games, when it goes 1-to-1 at game 2, game 3, usually someone just pulls ahead out of nowhere and just completely starts dominating the other player, and then that's where it goes off. Then they win, and it's over. Pretty much. All right. Sorry. So we do have Marine King pulling down that supply depot behind the mineral line again, and going for, I guess it's a second bunker. So he's going for a 2-bunker play immediately off the bat before even getting that second supply depot. So it's going to suggest perhaps he's going for a lot more Marines right off the bat. Definitely not a change up in there for Marine King, as he is the Marine King. So you would suspect to see such a play from him. And over here in the Zerg, gonna go for that spawning pool after going for the hatchery. So he's going for more of an economic build-intensive build going on here. And this actually is quite a interesting map. I really like this map. This map, I don't know, I just like the way it works out, the way it feels, the way it works. Just like having this middle map here is pretty much the center, and having these alternate routes you can come up here and these hidden bases you can get. I really like the way this works out. And even with the supply depot right here, interesting to see. Most players don't even pay attention to it; they just pretty much ignore it. Well, some people actually try to take advantage of that, but not many do. We do see Marine King going for a bunker down in the main, or at least the natural base here. This drone's probably going to try to fight this off. I don't think he's going to be successful in that unless he gets a Marine there like right away, which does not appear. There's no SCV going down there, however, though. 2 more SCVs rushing down there. He really going for this. Looks like that drone, though, not able to do much damage. Not sure if he can be able to finish it off if he is that intent on rebuilding. And he goes for a second bunker. Looks like he's been working off 2 bunkers, seeing if he can get them both done. These drones do come in here and try to wipe out these SCVs. They don't really cancel on that bunker, and we do see some spine crawls going down. Very good play. Even if he does get that bunker up, that spine crawl is pretty much going to shut it down unless he can fortify with Marines right away. Here come the early Zerglings, just sitting out here trying to get this bunker from being built, although I think it's going to be able to go down before the spine call is ready. It's almost done, and there it goes. The bunker is done. He loads up with Marines immediately. Oh, this is going to be really bad for DongRaeGu. He needs to get them out of there right away. He just chooses to get out of that bunker right there. Not sure why he does that. It looks like the bunker goes good now. Wasn't there for long, and this spine crawler is going to go up there. So DongRaeGu being able to eliminate that early harassment with not too much problem there, not leaving too many units. All these Marines now do have a solid ground here, and I'm going to work on the containment for this unit, so it's going to be very hard. They can't attack. That spine crawl is going to do a lot of damage, and those Zerglings are definitely there for the defense. So they're kind of limited on what they can do here, but it looks like Marine King is going to go in for it, is he not? No, it looks like he's just going to keep on the containment there. He had to go for that second command center here. Actually, did he get the orbital command? Yes, he does have the orbital command on his main base, and he's now going for a third barracks. Yes, it is the third barracks now. I hear gunfire. What is this? It's over here. This drone trying to do some scouting over here, but these looks like we have a Marine riding on his ass there. He's going to get him, eventually take him out there. It's going to do a lot of scouting. Not sure how essential he does with the 2 gas running up here. And these Marines still just sitting here. Looks like they're going to try to play some containment, but with that small force of Marines, those Zerglings, as soon as they get Zergling speed, are going to have to surround them immediately and completely wipe that out. So he should be careful on his placement there. Let's see, what else do we see? Anything else? Going for gas. No, it doesn't look like we're going to see much else. I wouldn't be surprised to see Banglings, as Banglings are very hard counter for Marines, and I'm sure Marine King will be expecting those to come into play at some point. So going for Marauders with concussive slow would probably be the best idea, able to slow those banelings down before they can get into the target and explode and do their business. Those Marauders are very good for slowing them down and be able to let those Marines clean that up before they can do serious business here. Let's go to the Orbital Command right off the bat, and now calling down 2 mules, making wise use of those the energy there from the Orbital Commands for the mules there. And we'll see here, we does have a tech lab coming up, so he could be going for some Marauders, or at least has that option of going for Marauders. It looks like he'll be researching Stimpack here, and these 2 bunkers over here, barracks, just going to be pumping out Marines, not doing much on tech-wise here. Looks like those Marines did get cleaned out. I missed that. My apologies there. So those Marines did end up getting cleaned out here. We do have 1 Marine running around here for his life. A couple Marines coming here to back him up. Looks like he can hold a good point here. Those Marines are going to make a hasty retreat there. They do see the Marines coming from around the corner. This 1 Ling right here taking this 1 tower. Doesn't look like he wants the center map control yet. I'm not surprised. He's probably going to wait for some Hellions to be able to get that. Putting out some more supply depots on. Looks like, oh, an engineering bay. I thought it was going to be a bunker. But no, he's not putting that engineering bay down, so he's probably going to be going for some, for some nice upgrades there. And does put down the starport. Is switching it out for the reactor, I believe? Yes, he is switching out for the reactor. Interesting enough, he did not get any Hellions at all, which means he's not going to have very good center map control and not going for any early harassment, or at least early Hellion harassment. He could be going for perhaps some Vikings, or no, it looks like he's just going to be making some medevacs. So he's going to go for definitely a bio-intensive build here, which does not surprise me at all. He's very good at making these bio builds work in almost any instance, although towards the end of or towards the late game, I should say, bio builds do get a little bit on the downside there. They start lacking a little bit as far as upgrades and their power, as definitely late game units for both Protoss and Zerg proved to be able to do a lot better than Terran. But he's loading those medevacs with some Marines, so we're going to see some drops moving out here. Quite a large drop too. This is very intensive. Here come the Lings. They are not able to see that. They were almost gonna see that drop incoming. I'm pretty sure he didn't see that coming. So these drop looks like it's gonna come in here undetected. There's this Overlord here, so we'll see that a little before. He does have Lings up here already, so he's actually ready for that drop if it does decide to come down, which maybe let's clean up pretty quickly. Here's the hatchery. What else we got going down here? I'm trying to look into his base. What do we have? There is the Baneless and the Spire, so it won't be interesting to see. He will be using Banelings quite soon, probably. And here comes the drop. We're going to drop on the low ground here. Not a very smart play unless you can get some sight up there using those medevacs. If you get those medevacs up there, they could gain sight and do some significant damage there. Going to prevent those Zerglings from just cleaning that out, though. Not sure what he's going to plan to do with that, as he's now revealed his hand and does not have a good play there. Although we do have a second drop movement out here. This could be a very smart play, doing a bit of distraction here. There are these Lings right here that are waiting for that expansion to come up here, so they will see this drop coming out. DongRaeGu will now be prepared for this. Oh, and here he decides to unload the Marines here and clean this out here. So now definitely DongRaeGu, if there was any doubt, wasn't paying attention. He's going to see him here. And here comes the Lings coming in for Mutalist. Sorry, here comes the Zings coming to clean this out with Mutalist support here. And they will clean that out. What about the medevacs? There's 1 Marine here. I'm not sure what he's planning to do. I think the medevacs did get cleaned up too. Here comes the second drop in. Looks like here comes the Mutalist. Lings to try to help clean this out. I'm not sure they're able to do this. That Marine force is quite large and does have 2 medevacs right on them. Yeah, they do take out that. They take out the 3rd hatchery, which is going to be quite crucial for DongRaeGu. We do see he's moving out some siege tanks here. Not too many siege tanks on the way right now. He's going for that 3rd command center, though. He's still working off only 2 barracks. And as far as upgrades go, I believe he is just finishing up level 1 defense. So his upgrades are not quite up there yet. He doesn't have armory down, so without the armory, he's not going to get more or further upgrades for his Marines. What's interesting enough to see, these medevacs seem to have abandoned their Marines. Perhaps a bit of misclick there, or just lack of paying attention, realizing that the medevacs go a lot faster than the Marines. And they are looks like they're going to keep. Looks like those Marines are going to do a lot of creep tour clearing out. Very good play. Keep that creep from spreading. Although these Lings coming up in the middle, they come around trying to get around. Although this Marine right here keeping a solid wall, kind of losing the wall now. They're getting complete surrounded now, but they are macroing back. Here comes the second wave of Marines. They're going to be able to clean that out now. as DongRaeGu decides to retreat. Very smart, as he's being sandwiched there between those Marines and even siege tanks moving out. This is quite a large force we see here. Mula's going to come right around, try to prey on those siege tanks, and he's going to be successful. Takes those right on out. He's got to be careful, make sure the siege tanks are protected by the Marines. Those Mulas will clean that out completely. 2 Sprine Calls up here are going to do a lot of damage to this army. Here come the Banelings, got to move out there, and they do explode on the siege tanks. So the siege tanks taking a brunt of that attack. And unfortunately, he's not able to get both. Oh, there goes the second siege tank down to those Mulas. He needs to make a retreat now, as those Marines will not be enough to take all these Lings and Zerglings down here. This is way too much for him to handle. Does have those Marines abandoned there. Is he going to pick them up and get them out of here? Not too sure. Those Mulas will take out those Medivacs. Only 4 Medivacs left. Only a couple Marines. Can he do this? No, he's going to get cleaned out. And those Medivacs are going to not be able to escape. That's not escape. He's going back for that 3rd hatchery up here now. Looks like he's forgotten this one. See if maybe he can't. Although there comes the 4th one down. So he's going for those 4 hatchery play now. And Marine King is getting that orbital command. So he will probably be moving that out soon. Probably around here or so. Here comes a huge Mutalisk force coming in with only Medivacs. He needs some ground units here. He does have some. I'm sorry. Here comes a huge wave of Marines here. We'll be able to clean that out. But they are going to do a lot of damage. Taking out that tech here. And there goes the command center lifting off. Kind of looks like he's moving out. Is he going? He's going to land here at the bottom base. Not sure if he's actually planning to hold it there, or if at the moment it's just a trick play. We shall see. All of this command center running into these Mutalisks. He needs to get the hell out of there and get some Marine support right away. Here are some Marines on the high ground. They'll have to push those out. The Mutalisks will back up and get out of there. But this command center needs to land and start doing some mining here. They need to get that 3rd base up and running if he wishes to cash up, at least in economy-wise here. He does have the armory now going down with 2 engineering base, so he's working on, I believe, level 2? Or... yeah. Oh, what was I reading? Oh, I must have the Terran weapon. He is going for 2-2 bio, and even working on mech upgrades here. So I might be switching over to mech, surprisingly enough. He is going for quite a number of siege tanks. Looks like his command center might fall. Can he repair it? No! His command center does go down. That's going to be a huge loss for Marine King here. As he's delayed that 3rd command center. He just decided to rebuild it right away with the refinery now, but that refinery is not going to be doing much for now, at least. He does have the 1 missile turn here, although with those many Mutalisks, that's not going to be enough to hold it off, at least not for a while. At least not forever. Let's see, these Mutalisks are sweeping around here, going to go into the main base. There's a turn here. They're going to take that out, but it's going to do some significant damage. Not enough, though, unfortunately. Those SCVs now scrambling to get the hell out of there. These Marines coming in to support and going to prevent that from happening, keeping those Mutalisks at bay, but they are back there, and they're just going to be itching in the back of his mind. And DongRaeGu can do some great macro here and keep Marine King's army split just well enough that he might be able to come in and do a main attack, although at this point he just seems to have Zerglings here. I'm to units here. He has 82 Lings, 11 Mutalisk, 19 Banelings. I'm not sure where those Banelings are at the moment. They must be around here somewhere, cocooning or something, or hiding. Where are those Lings? Oh, there they are. There, so there can, they don't have that yet. Damn. That's hard to swarm where they have. You can click on the unit pictures and figure out what those units are exactly. So that will be mostly his composite of the army. And Marine King going for 26 Marines, 5 siege tanks, and 7 Medivacs. Which we look at the army supply, that does favor DongRaeGu significantly as far as both army and worker supply. So Marine King gonna have to pull some great macro out of here. Otherwise, this could be quite an intense battle. Here comes a huge Ling wave. He is not ready for that. Completely spread out here. He's gonna be able to clean that out almost immediately, as they just gonna complete surround with those Banelings not even being hit here. They're not even choosing to detonate. Although a couple of them do get shot down and aren't gonna do much with that. But now there's a huge army coming right in here. This could be the end for it. I don't think he can hold us back. Those Banelings could just cut right through the base and the supply depot wall in, and that will prevent a lot. I'm sorry, and that won't hold that very well. So those Banelings do come in here, crash through this wall. They will have complete access to destroying all of this. There's not enough defense. There's not nearly enough defenses here to hold that from going. His army count being way behind now is almost twice. DongRaeGu's army almost twice the size. And as far as workers killed, heavily favoring DongRaeGu, as Marine King only has 2 workers killed. And as far as units killed, Marine King is ahead in that sense. But that won't stay long. That won't be. Sorry. That won't be the way it is for long, as the supply is practically doubled for DongRaeGu. He does come in here and take a huge wave of more workers. These workers are just being completely massacred by this Mulus. He needs to clean this Mulus, perhaps playing out some more Vikings, as relying on pure Marine to take them out is not the greatest idea. But as of right now, it does not look... Is he going for any Vikings? No, he does have no Vikings, and he's not going for any. So I'm interested to see exactly how that plays out for him. We got a huge Baneling army coming right through here. They're going to clean out this entire wall in, and a huge Zergling push coming right behind it. Here they come in. Detonating. A couple of them starting over here. They're going to go for those workers. There's a huge pile of fuel. He needs to spread that out right now. Does sacrifice a few workers here to prevent that from all getting wiped out. That was about to be a huge massacre. Marine King does take advantage of this high ground, able to push that out amazingly. That was an amazing play by Marine King, able to sacrifice those few units to make sure not all those units got detonated on. He is going to help, going to protect this third command center here with some more mules coming down. This is some great play by Marine King. He is holding in with all his might, not going to just give up there. All those mules now going for those mules, and they do take down a few of those mules at the beginning of their call, means they're going to make complete useless, just a waste of energy basically at this point. And these mules just flying around here. Marine King struggling to take this out. This is just a huge force of mules here. And Marine King, I don't think he has what he needs right now. He did decide to go for a counterattack. But here comes some more Banelings and Banelings and Lynx are coming to clean that out with some more Mutalists. And that, of course, is Marine King's GG as his counterattack completely decimated. Huge force in his main base. That was just going nowhere quick for him. He's going to have to... You just see the WW. Oh, jeez. I feel bad now. I don't know what WW stands for. I was gonna say I thought it was WP, well played, but it is WW. Oh yeah, I feel stupid now. I feel stupid. Anyways, that is a good game by both sides. Marine King choosing not to just let him die. Did go for strong counterattack, but then at the end of the game right there, realizing that he had nothing going there, being completely wiped out, realized he was out of this game. And there goes the game 3 to DongRaeGu, now being 2-1 in this championship face-off here. Although it shouldn't be a surprise to you guys, this is quite an old game, so you guys will already know who won. But just for the sake of now, we'll pretend like we don't. So I'll be back quickly to do game 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then, yeah, and then that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. So I'll see you guys shortly, or at least I hope I'll see you guys shortly. Be right back.